So it's time for IDICBeer to drink some beer as we celebrate 25,000 subscribers and talk about
Necrons!
Nick speaking, and welcome to this live stream. How is everyone? I am very excited to be live tonight and actually at 25,000 subscribers, because if you recall on my last live stream I thought I wouldn't hit it by this stream. So yeah, massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed, and as I said, today we're celebrating with a beer. Cheers. All right, let's have a look in the chat and see who is about. We have Tyke O'Rama says cheers all. We have Gary Notman, who is painting as he listens. We have Gunarif. Damn, I have no idea how long I'm subscribed. He's talking about my poll. I've got a little poll there. If you haven't clicked it yet, then yeah, let me know how long you've been subscribed for. What is that? It doesn't look like beer. It's lager. It's in a Stella glass because that's my favourite lager. However, it's not Stella. It is Peroni because that's what we had in the fridge. Yeah. Other beers are available, of course. We have Brian Kruger from Minnesota. Hello, Brian. How are you? So, yeah, it's November. And I don't know what happened, but November the 1st happened, and then all of a sudden it got really cold and wet and miserable and just horrible weather. I'm actually pretty cold tonight. I must admit I nearly put my hoodie on, but no, I have to have the Necrons t-shirt out. Hi Nick, hi Mark. How you doing, Mark? We have Stuand the Stump. Apologies if I mispronounce your names. It's going to happen. I'm not very good at pronunciation, as you probably already know. Any plans to play the Army of Renown? Yes, already played it. The battle report is scheduled to go up next Thursday as it stands. Sometimes my scheduling changes depending on what's happening. But yeah, that is on the way. So awesome. We have Brian from Mini Warmut even. Hello Brian, how are you doing? Congrats, thank you very much. I will say cheers to that. Cheers. So, right, where are we? We've got some notes to keep this stream on track as always. So yeah, I had a great month with everything really. So with hobby, I did loads of hobby. You've seen most of that on the channel so far. There's one more hobby video to come. Of course, I've been doing those conversions, and yeah, it's been really inspiring, you know, to get some hobby done, because I went a couple of months without doing hobby, so that was really good. I have to say, since I've done those conversions, I haven't done any more hobby. I've had probably a couple of weeks off, but I've been making loads of videos, as you probably can tell from my upload frequency recently, including quite a few shorts. I've been experimenting with shorts. And I think all of those extra videos have really helped me get those extra subscribers that I thought I wouldn't have by now. I thought I'd nearly be at 25k, but not quite. So I think all those extra videos has helped. Alexander Warren says, I've not long finished watching your recent battle report and I left a quick message. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate that. Psyched for the Canoptic Army of Renown. Me too. Although, is it actually a Canoptic Army of Renown? It's a Cryptek one, but is it going to be Canoptic? I don't know. Everyone keeps saying it's a Canoptic one, but I've not actually seen anything about that. So I have been playing some games, as I said. I've been playing Richard, back rep coming very soon. I've also been playing my other gaming buddy, my old gaming buddy, and we've had another game since the battle report that went up yesterday. So there's another battle report coming, and I decided not to voice over this one. I've actually done a end of phase summary on each turn, because I have to be honest, the editing for a voiceover battle report, it's actually a lot more work than you think. It's more work than actually just recording and editing a battle report, even with all the dice rolls in. Surprised me, to be honest, but yeah, it took a lot of editing, and also you have to remember what happened as well. So for example, I don't always play the game and edit the video the next day. It may be another week or so before I edit, so then you've got to remember what happened. So if I'm going forward, I probably won't do too many voiceovers, but then again, when I play my buddy, my old gaming buddy, there probably isn't going to be too many dice rolls, so it's still going to be a shorter form battle reports, but the ones with Richard will stay the same, a mixture of dice rolls and summaries. We have Balas Kalman, who says, congratulations, greetings from Hungary. Greetings to Hungary. Thanks very much for joining the live stream. We've got 22 people watching at the moment. I appreciate everyone popping in. So I don't know if you recall, I've been saving for a upgrade of a car because I had some car troubles last year or beginning of this year. So I need to get a new car before my MOT comes up. I've got loads of issues with my car. The MOT is due in March, and I'm almost I'm almost in a position to be ready to buy. So I'm hopefully going to buy a car pretty soon. It won't be a brand new one, but it'll be an upgrade on what I've got, that's for sure. So I'm quite excited about getting a new car. It'll be pretty cool. So let's have a little channel update then first. So of course, yes, hit 25,000 subscribers. Well, and fantastic. I've got the giveaway video all ready to go, and it will be up tomorrow. So 4 o'clock tomorrow will be the video, and you're going to be able to win some cool Necron prizes. And then I'm going to do the draw for the winners in my next live stream. So for reference, if you don't know, I go live the first Thursday of every month at 9 PM UK time. So yeah, this time next month we're going to pick a winner or winners, and yeah, hopefully going to make somebody's Christmas with those prizes. So I'm looking forward to this sort of giveaway. I always enjoy doing giveaways and giving something back, so that'd be cool. I need help understanding how best to fill out a Necron army list. I have the Silent King, Basic Warriors, and Apocalypse Box. An Apocalypse Box? I don't think I can even remember what's in that. We get Ghost Arcs, plenty of room for all your spooky boys. I'll probably be able to help you. Your best bet is to hit me up on Facebook. That would be the best place to find me, or potentially Instagram. We can have a little chat. Right, what else have we got here? So, yeah, my fiance is going away for a couple of weeks, mid-November. So this is a holiday she had booked just before COVID, and she's finally going on it. So she's going to Florida for a couple of weeks with her mum. So I've got the place to myself with obviously Necron Go. So I'm going to potentially have a bit more time to play some games, etc. I've got one game booked with a subscriber, so that's going to be awesome. Can't wait to play that game. And he's got Death Guard with Mortarion, so it could be Mortarion against the Silent King. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that game, and obviously I'll be playing Richard. I'm hoping to get a game in with 6+ Stevo as well, if he's not too busy. And of course be making videos and hopefully do some hobby as well. I've only got 2 weeks, but in my head I've got like 3 months worth of stuff to do. Brian, get 6 Wraiths, 6 Scorpex. That's a good advice. That is good advice. So yeah, that's it for the channel update. Have a quick sip of the brew. I've been looking forward to drinking this. I don't actually drink that often, so I drink occasionally, and I don't very often get really drunk. I'll have a few and then that will be it. Used to, obviously, when I was younger, but not so much lately. Right, hobbies. So as I said, I've done the conversions. Trazyn, Vargard and Nemesaur, and it is now time to paint. And I've actually got quite a few HQ characters to paint. I've got those 3 which I've converted. I also have a Hasmatef and a Kamatef, which I built obviously exactly like they're supposed to be. And then I've got 2 Chronomancers, I've got a Plasmancer, I've got 2 Overlords. There may be others, but I've got about 10 characters to paint. And I'm trying to work out how I'm going to do the videos for them. Brian says, man, I think I joined your channel when you were on a Tyranid trip, or whenever you were doing how to repair vids on Aldar or something. Yes, a long time, Brian, isn't it? A very long time. I'd imagine probably almost from the very early days that you joined. Obviously, you started the channel with Aldar. That was my army that I was doing when I started the channel. Then obviously I already had Tyranids and Necrons, Space Wolves, and the channel has been about all my armies over the years, although since 2017 I've primarily sort of focused in on Necrons, but I do have lots of other armies as well. Hey, keep at it, better get back to work, take it easy. Thanks Brian for popping in, and yeah, enjoy your work. So yes, well, how am I going to do these videos, because I don't think I want to do a painting tutorial for each one. I'm going to batch paint them to make it easier to paint them. So I'm thinking of a vlog. I have done vlogs before. I haven't done one in this apartment, so I've done it in my old house. So I was thinking of doing a vlog style where you'll see me paint these characters, and obviously I'll explain how I'm painting them, so you could use it as a tutorial, but it's more of a sort of interactive vlog of me painting them. How does that sound? Let me know in the chat box and in the comment box if you're watching this after the stream. So that is the hobby. So I think we're ready to get into the first segment of the show, and I've just realised I haven't put my piece of paper up which tells me what buttons do what, so bear with me 1 second. Here we go. So I've got a little piece of paper. It tells me what all the shortcuts are, so that usually goes on my tripod in front of the camera. Here we go. Such an amateur. Okay, here we go then. We are ready for
Necrons
of the week.
That's it, it's time for Necrons of the week. This is part of the show where I look at some really cool Necrons from around the interwebs, although to be fair it's mainly from Facebook and Instagram, but there you go. I think I've got a question. Let's have a quick look. What was that? Bastion Wargaming says, how do you feel about Necron Forge Worlds units? I'm hesitating to get either Tomb Sentinels or Tesseract Arc or a Night Shroud. Yeah, I've got some Forge Worlds. I've got obviously the Seraptic and the Pylon, and I've got some Acanthrites as well. Fun, but I'm very dubious about Forge World at the moment, because I personally think that Forge World is a bit of on a spiral down at the moment. I mean, GW's just seem to be gradually changing the units to plastic, and it seems like there's nothing they can't do in plastic these days. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure what direction Forge World are going. But what I would say is, if you have the money and you want some cool Necron stuff, then Forge World stuff is nice. You know, it's a lot of fun. It's fun to build. It is fun to play. The rules are never really that balanced. They always seem to be either really overpowered or really underpowered for the points. But fun-wise, you'll have a lot of fun. Right, save your questions, because I will be taking questions later as well. But yeah, let's move on to the Necrons of the week, and we are on the wrong screen, so let's get to the right screen. And the first Necron of the week is these from Zach Brown. So of course we've got some Canoptic spiders converted from reanimators. And I've seen quite a few people do this, but not the way that Zach's done them. I'm going to rotate some of these pictures around for you. But I really liked how he's done these because I don't know what it is about these compared to the others that I've seen. The others I've seen, I think, they look more like the proper Canoptic spider. These look like something else. And when you look from the back, if I can find one from the back, there you go, from the back. These scare me. I mean, these look like scary spiders. I really like the design of these, actually. I think they're really cool. That one in particular with all the little scarabs on the base. Yeah, really nice. So I thought, great job on these. What do you think? We have Underdog Painting. It says, howdy, mate. Just answered your question. Thank you. I think your channel was the first one I subbed to all of them years, those years back. Thanks, Bazza. I'm not a competitive player, so I guess give them a go. Absolutely. As I said, if you got the money, to invest in them, they're certainly a lot of fun. That's for sure. Those are made of Canoptic reanimators. They are indeed. And as I said, there's been quite a few Canoptic reanimator conversions into spiders, but I thought these were really, really cool and very different. So I like them. All right, next we have a Doom Scythe, but a slightly different Doom Scythe. This is by Lee Hunter, and I wanted to bring this onto the screen, bring this to you, because I thought it's always nice to see Necrons that are painted different, and this is definitely painted different. I'm not sure exactly what dynasty it is, probably maybe a home brew. But yeah, really cool. And obviously he's got his own little canopy covering the driver. James, thank you so much. Loving the content, building my first army, Necrons of course. Can't wait to hear what you think of the Annihilation Legion. Oh, thank you, James. Yeah, as I said, I've got a bat rep on the Legion, and I'm probably going to make a video about my thoughts after it as well. So I appreciate the support. Yeah, much appreciated. Doomsday looks like it was stolen by Harlequins. It does, yeah. But it is fair that you don't have to have silver Necrons. They can look really cool in different colours with a lot of imagination. So yeah, the canopy, I've seen obviously the like resin canopies that you get. So, and I don't know if that's, I'm not sure if that's going to be like a kit bash canopy on there. I can't sort of, I think I half recognise it, but I can't 100% recognise it. I like that canopy though. Yeah, it's really, really cool. And also, of course, he's made his own sort of energy effects from the weapons themselves. Just here, really, really cool. Quite sure what it's made of. I'm not 100% sure I like it, to be honest, but it makes it different, and that's good. People that do their own thing, make it look different. It's really nice. Yes, 2 Aldar looking for me. Where would you find that? Well, the canopy. Yeah, I'm trying to think of where it would be from. I'm pretty sure it's not a 3D printed thing or anything. I think it's part of a miniature, but I could be wrong there. I sort of think I half recognise it. But yeah, that's that one. No other angles. No, honestly, I am not sure. I'm not sure. But Lee, yeah, great job. Right, next up we have the traditional Void Dragon. You always have to have a Void Dragon in these. But I wanted to bring this one to your attention because, well, many of you know that I'm not a fan of the Necron symbol in the head, in the Void. It's not, it's not something which floats my boat. However, when I can get to the right picture, ta-da! I actually like it. I'm looking at the wrong camera, I've just noticed. this is the camera, Nick. Yeah, I actually really like the symbol on this Catan, and he's very, very nicely painted. I really, really like how this guy looks. Super cool. And just go back to some of the other pictures. I was desperately trying to find that one. I really like the way the black stone material is painted as well on the bottom there, or the rubble. So that sort of purpley sort of look, but it just matches the paint scheme really well. And of course, a super looking blade. Painted my Forge World avatar, very similar to that, his blade. And as I said, talking about colours, you know that little pink colour there in the towel, and those rocks sort of just elevates the miniature. Really, really nice paint job. Let's see what you think. No other pictures for the Doom Scythe? No, just those two. From a Menhir maybe? Yeah, it could be. Looks printed, possibly from Deadly Print Studio. The weapon effects anyway. That's pretty sweet. I like the lava look. Yeah, I really like it. Very nice indeed. Right, so who was this? It was John Hyrekowicz. Yes, pronunciation not good. It's the best I could do. All right, next. I wanted to bring this one to your attention. Again, I'm not going to be able to pronounce the name. Piotr Marcinowski. And this was, believe it or not, his first ever miniature that he'd painted. Wow, I thought this was an awesomely painted miniature for a first ever miniature. I mean, the base looks like really, really cool. I like the colour scheme. That black with the sort of bronzy colour, and then that bone colour mixed in with the green. I thought it was a really nice paint job, especially considering sort of first ever paint job. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention so you could see it. Really, really cool. And the base, loads of material on there, extra material, and just a great effort. Really, really nice. I'm not sure about the river on this side. It doesn't look like it's water effects, just painted on. Where the front river here, unless I'm mistaken, looks like water effects, or it could just be a gloss varnish. So maybe potentially a gloss varnish over here might just make that pop. It could just be the lighting though, I'm not sure. Very metallically vibrant. So, well done to Piotr Marcinowski. I'm not even going to try. However, it doesn't stop there, because I found another post of his on his third painted miniature. This is 3 months later. Look at this guy. I mean, super nice. This guy is obviously very talented when it comes to painting. And again, it's getting those that mixture of colours in the miniature and sort of all looking really nice. That sort of purpley, reddy look on his sort of braids there, matching into the staff. And then you've got the blue on the cubes, or greeny blue on the cubes. And then that's in the symbol on the staff. And then again, that sort of water type effects that at the bottom here, the green sort of matching into the other greens on the miniature. So a really nice paint scheme. So this guy obviously has good eye for colour. So we are coming to the last Necrons of the week, and I've saved this one to last because it's the best. And I'm thinking, have I shown this one before in the live stream? I can't remember. If I have, then I'm not going to apologise, because I think he even deserves to be in the lineup twice, because he looks really, really cool. At this rate, 1 year later, Golden Demon compared to yeah, more than likely. Right, here we go. Ta-da! Have you guys seen this on the stream before? I cannot remember, but it's super, super cool. I mean, look at that. He's got a little head on there, like Egyptian head, which I think I've got one of those heads from the 3D printed ones, Lich Guard that I got. Yeah, I mean, look at those like heat effects. Then there's smoke effects. I'm assuming that's cotton wool. I would have thought, but I mean, wow. So literally, I'm seeing all your reactions. Oh my God, open mouths. Absolutely. I mean, it's just incredible, this guy. Incredible. We've got some more pictures, I think. So let's spin it around. Here we go. And another one at the back. I'm not 100% sure looking at the back. I really like these ribs. Fantastic. And obviously all the heat effects here and the ground. Not 100% sure on that back spine here. Where you've got the colours going through. I think that might have been better to have like the hot sort of yellowy at the base and then going up to the red. Maybe make each one glow individually rather than having it going up the spine. That's the only thing I could say about it, apart from it's absolutely amazing. So yeah, what do you think about the spine? Do you think I'm right, or do you like it how it is? That's a killing machine. So good. It looks like bits are on fire. It really does, yeah. Wow, that is incredible. Incredible. I agree. I agree. It really, really does look incredible. And yeah, let's have a quick look. I think yeah, let me just turn this off and yeah, that one on. Right, just getting ready for the next setup. Okay, let's go back to full camera. And here we are, back. I keep looking at this camera. I've got two cameras, obviously, and I keep looking at that one when I'm supposed to be looking at this one down here. It's habit, because I'm always like looking at the main camera. Right, there you go. Necrons of the week done. So I'll take a couple of questions now. We'll just have a quick chat, and then we'll move on to the next segment of the show, which is going to be my tactical corner. Hey, would like to see this in a unit on the tabletop. That would be cool. I'm not sure I'd like to pick it up with those whispers of cotton wool on there. A green spine would be better the way you said. I think it would just finish it off. Yeah. I agree. Yes, I agree about the spine. Obi-Wan looks like that. Looks at the Scorpec. Screw the high ground. I'm out. The surrounding terrain wouldn't do it justice. So, yes, and we're doing my drink. I've got top up available, so I'm not working tomorrow, so that's all right. Actually, I have no plans for tomorrow, apart from the school run. I'm probably... What am I going to do? I don't actually know. I might chill tomorrow, maybe. I might do some like metadata, so like planning some videos and then maybe make some thumbnails for future videos, something like that. Maybe just something chilled out. Okay, so we're going to move on to find the right button, Nick.
Necrons!
Tactical Corner.
Yes, we're going to move to Tactical Corner, and I am going to attempt, because it's been very successful so far, to make this Tactical Corner so that I can edit it as a video afterwards, because I've done it the last 2 times, and both of those videos have been very successful. And of course, the live stream, whilst I absolutely love chatting to you all, I really enjoy the show. It's not necessarily the greatest for getting views because, of course, YouTube only share the live stream whilst it's live. So as soon as the live show's over, YouTube aren't interested in it. So yeah, it's an opportunity for me to make a video from the live stream and then supply that to my subscribers that can't make the live show. So that's the idea. Hello Steve, who took my dice is in the house. Made it, he says. You're welcome, Steve. It's really nice to see you here. Do you think warriors are still worth it with Armour of Contempt around? Well, I think they're still worth it as long as you've got the list built around it. But then with Armour of Contempt coming into it, I mean, it's tough with all units. I mean, I've recently played a Mefrit list and sort of with Tomb Blades and stuff. And yeah, the Armour of Contempt is hard to get through, especially with 2 wounded Marines. So yeah, it's definitely harder to kill a Marine these days, that's for sure. Still viable to take and hold objectives. Yeah, I might be wrong, but I don't see you run Scorpion Destroyers. Why is that? I have run them. I tend to like dip in and out of the different units because I like to play different things and experiment. But you're going to see 18 of them in my I keep calling it the Reclamation Legion, the Annihilation Legion. The Reclamation Legion, that was 7th edition rules. Okay, so today's video title is going to be called I Played the Necron Fortification and This Is What I Learnt. So we're going to be talking about the fortification, and I'm going to break the video down. I've got the notes, and although this week I've actually got 2 sides, but there's less, there's more bullet points, so I think I'll be able to whip through these quite quick. That will be the plan anyway. How do we get you to SN tournaments for YouTubers? Wow. I've not been invited yet. Isn't it an invitational event, I believe? So maybe one day. Okay, so I need to do the intro bit. So here we go. We're gonna make a video, guys. Hopefully you enjoy this. Right. So, does the Necron Fortification really suck? Well, I played them recently, and today we're going to find out what I learnt. It's no. I don't like that. It's alright, the first take is always bad. It's always bad, the first take. So, does the Necron Fortification really suck? Well, I recently played them, and this is what I learnt. It's coming right up. There you go, perfect. See? You always have to do 2 takes. Scorpics are our best combat unit, but they get targeted as a priority. They do get targeted, and they can go down pretty quick. That's for sure. So you've got to use them well. There's always that love versus game war. All right. Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. This is recorded from my live stream that I recently published. If you haven't seen that live, no, see, 2 takes. Hopefully it won't take 2 takes on all of them. Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, today we are talking about the Necron Convergence of Dominion. I've recently played them, and well, we're going to talk about what I learnt. Now, the Convergence is an amazing miniature. I love the miniature. It was the miniature that I got the most excited about when all of the new Necron models came out. It's the miniature that I built first. It's the miniature I painted first. It looks so cool. However, I've never played it until recently. Actually, I don't think I've seen anyone play it in battle reports on YouTube. So if you have been playing it, let me know in the comments box below. When is your next tournament? My next tournament is next year in August. August the 12th will be the date, hopefully. Right. Here we go. The fortification is only 100 points. It's 30 wounds at toughness 8, a 3+ save, and also you can move them with a cryptek. Core units within 6 inches get +2 leadership. You have living metal, command protocols. They even have a gun, albeit strength 12, not strength 12. They even have a gun, albeit 12 inches at strength 4, AP -3 and 3 damage. And, well, they're now able... No, I'm going to start that bit again. They even have a gun, albeit only 12 inches, strength 4. It is -3 AP and 3 damage. Now, they are vehicles, which means that they now have the core keyword. So, what is wrong with them? Well, they are hard to deploy. You can't deploy within 3 inches of a terrain feature unless it's a hill. They can't score mission objectives. They can't shoot well, and, well, it's only 12 inches, and the strength is far too low. You have to commit a cryptek to them if you want to move them. However, I wanted to play them because, as I said, I really like the miniature. So I built a list around them, and this is how I built a list around them, and this is what I learnt. I'm not sure how this is going. How's it going, guys? You never know until you watch it back and edit it. I painted a set for someone. They're interesting. They are very interesting, yeah. Right, now I'm going to go to a different view. So we are going to go to this one, and we're going to go to this one, and I'm going to play the battle report.
Playing my old gaming buddy.
Preferably without sound. Here we go. Right. Now, to be clear, this is only a fun list. It's not a competitive list. And, of course, no. Now, to be clear, this is what... Now, to be clear, this wasn't a competitive list. This was just a fun list. However, I wanted to make the most of these stones. The 2+ leadership means, well, it's great with Necron... No. The 2+ leadership means it's great when you have large Necron warrior blobs. So in my list, I took 40 Necrons, 2 units of 20. I wanted to move the star stills, so I took a cryptek. Now, there's no point having a cryptek just to move the star still, so I doubled up his job. I took a technomancer with a control node, and then I took some doomstalkers so that I could put the doomstalkers near the stones, and, well, the cryptek could, of course, just buff those stalkers as well as doing the actions on the stones. The plan was to move 2 stones and then leave 1 stone. The plan was to move 2 stones and leave 1 stone in my deployment zone near my warriors, pretty much up front, so that as my warriors moved forward, they could still be in range of the stones. Now, as I said, it was just a fun army, so I thought if I'm playing warriors and the stones, then why not play reanimators as well to help with that RP role. So I had 2 reanimators, and what was quite interesting, I could actually hide one of the reanimators behind one of the stones. Only the stone that was not ruined, like the complete stone. And yeah, if these stones were actually really good in game, I would be very tempted to buy 3 kits of these and then just use the stone that isn't broken down for my 3 Dominion stones. And basically the blocking line of sight is just so much better with those than the broken ones, even though the broken ones do look cool. So if I was a competitive win it or cosplayer, that's what I would do. I'm not, though, of course. Right. My list was backed up with Scorpec Destroyers and Scorpec Ophidians for some assault. How's it going so far? I love it. Oh, hilarious idea with the Doomstalkers. You seem quite red on one side, by the way. That's because there's a red wall right there. Yeah, here there's a red wall, so the light's reflecting off. Alright, here we go then. Next stage. I managed to do everything that I wanted to do in the game. I moved the stones, I got them into good positions, I shot the gun, and I had fun with them. However, they didn't do anything. Their gun is useless. Well, we knew that already. I didn't need their leadership buffs. The warriors just didn't need any leaderships in this game. However, if they had to do leadership tests, then probably that would have been useful. I'm just going to skip past these orc pictures. We don't want orcs in the video, do we? Alright, here we go. The redeploy of the stones was fun to do, but, well, as they don't score, again, there was no real point. The only thing that I was able to achieve with these stones was block some terrain, you know, some areas on the board. So right. The redeploying of the stones was a lot of fun, and I got them into some good positions, even to be able to shoot that 12-inch gun. However, the only real thing that they did for me was block areas of the board to deny some deep striking units from coming in. I think the fact that my buddy didn't shoot or assault these, he totally ignored the stones. I think the fact that my buddy totally ignored my stones the whole of the game, well, that says a lot. Okay, right, we're going to go table up. Here we go. Go turn the subscriber loop off. not that one. That's not the subscriber loop. That is a subscriber loop. There you go. Very cool to see behind the scenes. Go Nick. I'd probably do more takes, to be fair, because there's been a few takes I've slurred my words slightly, and I probably would have done another take if I wasn't doing this live and just boring you guys to death. Got to go to bed. Thank you, Nick, and your all guys and girls for the help, and take care. Goodbye, Bastien. Have a good sleep. It is lashing it down with rain. Right, here we go. They were a lot of fun to play. I enjoyed playing them. However, as I said, the only real use, the only thing they did was block some of the board, and I could have done that by taking a couple of units of 3 scarabs for 90 points, a bit cheaper than the stones, and the scarabs can actually score objectives and they can do actions. So I can understand why people don't like these stones. If only they had a longer ranged gun, a 36-inch gun, a slightly more powerful gun. I mean, we don't want it really powerful, Games Workshop, just something better, like one shot, strength 8, the same sort of -3 and 3 damage on each one at 36 inches. It would make the stones playable. If only they could score. I mean, if they could score, they would definitely be playable. If only they could score. If they could score objectives, they would definitely be playable. If only there was no commitment with the cryptek to do actions to move them. Let us just either deploy them normally or have the option to put them into tactical reserve and deep strike them in just once during the game, like turn 2 or 3. I mean, they would be playable then. Congratulations, Nick, on 25k subs. Thank you, Underdog Painting. Bazza, appreciate that. They probably work decent spread out the back line to screen deep strikers. Yes, well, I haven't quite finished what I'm going to say yet. Don't jump for the gun. Okay, where am I? The only use for these stones that I can see is literally to take ground, to maybe stop deep strikers coming in, to have them at the back of your deployment zone to stop your enemy getting into there. However, with that really short range rubbish gun, are you really going to spend those points on this unit? Well, maybe if you've got a slot filled up, maybe your fast attack and your elite slots are all filled up, and you need another unit in there for 100 points, well, maybe they could do the job, because of course they're in the fortification unit. So is that worth having? Well, I'm not sure, and to be fair, I don't know. No. Right. And of course they have and of course they are a fortification, so they don't take up a slot in your normal detachment. I totally understand why people think they suck, and the truth is they probably do. However, if you like the miniature and you want to have some fun on the table for 100 points, they are definitely fun. So maybe, just maybe, the next time you build your army list, save 100 points for your stones and have a go. Now, if you want to see the battle report with me playing these stones, here is the playlist. Now, if you want to see the battle reports of me playing these stones, here is that video, and here's a video on how I painted my stones. There you go. Am I actually going to beam away? Oh, that was a bit of a disaster last time, wasn't it? Yeah, no, I'll just go to black. I'll just go to black. There you go, guys. That is that done. I will watch that back and see if I can edit it into a video and make it work. We'll see. But what do you think? Yeah, the stones. Such a shame because they've got so much potential. They're only 100 points. And yeah, if only they only had a little change that would make them worthwhile. And it's just weird that GW made these awesome miniatures with rules which just do not make you want to play them. Because I love them. I think they're really, really cool miniatures. Right, how are we doing here? So we've got 9 minutes left of the stream. I stream for an hour, if you don't know, if you're new to the channel. And if you are new to the channel, then don't forget to subscribe. I will have a subscriber giveaway video up tomorrow where you're going to be able to win some cool Necron prizes. Right, let's have a look at the chat box. Might have to just come... Oh, quite a lot of chat there going on. I've never seen someone use fortifications successfully. Yeah, well, it depends what you call successfully. I mean, I used them in that game and I won the game and I did everything I wanted to do with them. Got them into good positions, but they just didn't shoot anything. They didn't kill anything. They did block a bit of the table off from my opponent coming in, but he just came in a different area. Like that episode of Star Trek. I've obviously missed some stuff. It would be cool if they tied them more to the storyline and gave them an anti-psychic bubble Blackstone. Yeah, I mean, they could have so much. And they wouldn't need to be like really overpowered. Just something which would be, well, better. Did you beam in the middle of a bulkhead? Very cool to see behind the scenes. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, it's a bit different, and I know not many YouTubers sort of specifically make a video during their stream. I know lots of YouTubers will take a clip from their live stream. So yeah, it's a bit different. It's a bit of fun, and whilst people seem to like it during the stream, and also the video that I put up after the stream does well, then why not? If you can hide your reanimator, that's not too bad. Yeah, you can only hide it behind one of them though. That's the one that's not broken. That's the only thing. But if you've only got one reanimator, then yeah, you can put the stone at the front, put the reanimator behind. Obviously the warriors, I mean, it depends how much you advance them forward, but if it's only mid-table to the center objective, you can put your stone right at the front, reanimator behind, and then just go forward. I mean, that's how I used mine, and it worked. I mean, it worked. And the one reason why I didn't have any leadership tests to take was because that reanimator was there, obviously buffing the RP. So I'm excited to for my video to go up tomorrow. As I said, it's 4 o'clock, the giveaway video. I'm not going to premiere it, so it'll be a straight 4 p.m. And I won't be replying to all of the comments because I'm expecting a lot of comments. And whilst I always reply to all the comments that I get, unless I don't get notified by YouTube for whatever reason, I try to reply to every comment that I get. And tomorrow video, no, because there'll be too many comments. I'm expecting quite a lot of comments. Do you prefer the control node over Canoptic Cloak on the Technomancer? It depends what job I'm giving them. The control node is great when you've got spiders, Canoptic spiders, or the Doomstalker. Great for the Doomstalkers. But if I'm running with them with Scorpex, maybe flayed ones, then I would have a cloak, you know, that 5+ invulnerable save, and then that re-rolled with the charge is really useful. Yeah. Although I don't know, the 5+ invulnerable save, it sounds great to have an invulnerable save, doesn't it? But 5+ really isn't that great, especially when you roll like I roll. What's a 5? I hardly get a 5. So I didn't see any comments about my idea to do a vlog of painting my characters. Do we like that idea? Maybe we could put a poll. Let's have a look at this poll result. So this was, how long have you been subscribed to my channel? I thought it'd be interesting because it's interesting to see the people that come into the live stream, if they're like old subscribers or new subscribers. So we've got nearly 50% of you which have been subscribed to me for 1 year or less. So let's say new subscriber. 30% about 3 years. So that's 80% up to 3 years. Then we've got 20% 5 years. And then about 10 years. 4%. Now that doesn't surprise me at all because let's face it, there's going to be a good number of subscribers that subscribed to me like back when I started, 2009, which, you know, they're not going to be probably active anymore, and YouTube won't be sharing my videos to them because probably they were watching Aldar videos and they probably have no interest in Necron videos, so that doesn't surprise me. But yeah, interesting, very interesting. Let us dismiss poll, and we are going to try and make a new poll. How do I do it? I have to do it in the back room. There we go. Main camera, poll. Start a poll. Should I do a vlog for painting my HQs? There we go, new poll up. Let me know what you think. Should I do a vlog? I have no idea how long the vlog's going to be. The last one I did was a long one. But I was painting 2 sets of Indomitus Necron halves and also Luminor, and I put quite a bit of personal stuff in there as well, but the video was like 2 hours long. I think it's just over 2 hours, but the people that watched it seemed to enjoy it, so I might do a similar thing, maybe not quite as much personal stuff, but you know, some personal stuff in there as well as the painting, you know, just like a get to know me, sort of get to know what I'm doing when I'm painting, how much painting I do a day or a week, etc. Might be interesting. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Right, we've got no votes on the poll yet. Maybe you just don't want to see me paint my HQs. We have 27 people watching. I can't seem to see the comments. Oh no, what have I done? I've messed up the video. I'm using my daughter's laptop, so I'm not too familiar with it. I have 2 laptops running, one for the streaming and one for the chat. Right, I've voted. Now, how do I hide that vote? There you go. Right, bless you, thank you, thank you. I'm showing 11 votes. Okay, oh, here we go, 14 votes. I think it's because I hadn't voted. Right, let's have a look. 100% say do a painting vlog. Okay, I think I might be doing a vlog. Do you think Immortals Gauss Flayers should be rapid too? The blog is a good idea. Gauss Flayers, should we wrap it to? Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not? And we seem to always be lacking, I've noticed. I mean, when I play Orcs, the amount of shots that Richard has on his Orcs, I know he doesn't hit so well in some cases, but the amount of dice is just like overwhelming, how many shots he gets. And then like my shooting phase over in like 2 seconds, and it's like, when I'm Necrons, I'm supposed to be a shooty army. When I first got into Necrons, that's what I was. That's what we were. You know, we were a shooting army. Warriors, immortals, destroyers. Excuse me. Destroyers, heavy destroyers. The only assault unit we had was a unit of wraiths and some scarabs. And everything else was shooty. Oh yeah, we had a pariah, which is basically like the old Lich Guard. Yeah, I think we should be better at shooting. That's a cool idea, but Tesla would need to boost 2, makes them auto hit and explode on wounds would be cool. There is so much that could be done, and it must be really hard from Games Workshop's point of view. But clearly, whilst the sort of data slate and the balancing idea is, you know, it's good and it's fantastic, and I must admit, I think 9th edition is probably the most balanced the game's ever been, and I commend GW for trying to do their best with that and the data slates. Although yes, it's a pain, the rules changing all the time, I get that, but there's no doubt, I can tell from playing my games with Richard, who obviously is a sort of competitive player, there's no doubt that what they're doing is good, it's positive. I can't even remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, but clearly our base unit, you know, our base data slates need changing, but it's probably just too late now. You know, see what 10th edition brings. Will we be the first codex to come out in 10th edition? If we are, then we're going to have the same scenario again with the codex creep. You know, we're never going to get away from it, and I just play with what I've got. Whatever rules I've got at the time, I'll try to make the most of them, and just have fun on the table. You know, I mean that is the good thing about the rules forever changing, is you get to play lots of different units, because what's meta, you know, one edition or one data slate isn't necessarily going to be meta the next one, so you get to play all sorts of units. And that's why, like, you know, you mentioned earlier about the Scorpec destroyers in my lists. They're not always in my lists. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. That's because there's lots of other stuff that I want to play. And, you know, playing one army week in, week out just gets boring. So I like to have different armies. So, yeah, that's how I like to roll, as they say. Right, we are just over 1 hour, so it is time to end the stream. Thank you everyone for celebrating 25,000 subscribers with me, and good luck to everyone who enters the giveaway tomorrow.